Make the jump and fall forward. As you make the jump to travel and move away from your home and your past, many will wonder what happened. They will want to know what you learned. What did you see? How did you do it? Where did you go? I want to first start with the reason why I took this journey, why I decided to take the jump, why I walked away from a great career with a great company, why I left so many amazing and supportive friends and family, and why I left the homes, the sites, the streets that I knew so well. See, I was 38, I was living what I thought was a great, happy life. I had the career, the house, the BMW, the things that society says we should have, and a family. Then one day, as life has its way of doing it, for so many of us, I realized the life that I had was not what it seemed. The marriage went away, I lost the stepkids, I sold the house and all the stuff that I was told was so important. I felt empty. I found myself wondering, what did I do wrong? What could I have done different? See, in our society, it's so easy to brush or hide your feelings, so easy to mask them and bury yourself in your work or the pleasures of the world. You name it, I have done it. Then one day I woke up and a switch went off. I stopped thinking about what I lost. Instead, what did I gain? Was I really happy? Did I need all those things? Why did I blindly go into a relationship so many years ago? See, I made the jump, it didn't work out, but I'm better because of the experience. See, I fell forward and now I have a chance to live the life I've always wanted to live. I have a second chance at opportunity, a second chance to do what I want to do, what drives me, what's my passion, and I have a second chance at love. So many of us work so hard at something that is not worth our energy. We run, and we grind and we hustle, only to find out we're going down the wrong path. Or we climb that corporate ladder, we work so hard, we climb, we struggle just to realize at the top of that ladder, the entire time the ladder was against the wrong wall. As I stared out the window of my new condo, looking at the city I grew up in that I'm always going to be indebted to, I was all alone. I found myself thinking, is this it? I worked for the weekend, and then I hit repeat over and over again. My heart wanted adventure and my mind kept wondering what else was out there. I wanted to travel, I wanted to see the world. Deep down, I yearned for a larger meaning at life. There were so many places to see, so many cultures and traditions to experience. I love the idea of going someplace where I don't know a single person and I don't know the language. Honestly, at 38, I had owned businesses, I had closed businesses. I had money, I was bankrupt. I had a nice house and I've slept on friends' couches. I've cared for sick parents and I've lost a parent. I've had the family and I've been alone. I say this to share this. I realized through all my experiences in life, I came out stronger each time because I'm very careful with the story that I tell myself. It is easy to let something consume us or dictate to us how we're supposed to live our life. See, I make the jump and I fall forward each time. My best friend of 20 plus years has been battling terminal brain cancer, the strongest man I know. He gave me a message that said, Doug, get back to being the Doug that I know. Get back to the Doug helping people and serving people. Get back to the Doug that makes a difference. He made me really take a step back and think about what I valued in my life. See, when did we decide that the person we are today is who we're supposed to be? Were we in high school? Maybe younger. Were we in our 20s? I mean, when did we decide that this is you? See, I'm reminded of a lesson that I once learned. What keeps that huge elephant from tearing down that circus? They could rip that spike out of the ground, but what keeps them? It's because as a baby, those elephants are big rope around their neck, spikes drove in the ground, and they're basically conditioned at a young age. This is who they're supposed to be. They're not strong enough. They can't do that. When did you decide? Who did you let define you? See, I know I love to teach. I love helping others. I enjoy developing and mentoring. I want to be humbled. I want to appreciate life and luxuries that so many of us grew up expecting. I want to find that true gratefulness. I knew that I couldn't find those answers where I was at, so I decided to take the jump. How many of us focus on doing the things that don't make us happy? I mean, we focus on things that we don't want in our lives instead of what we do want in our lives. We spend so much time arguing about different viewpoints instead of stopping and listening and trying to learn other people's reasoning. See, we don't want to fail or for others to judge, so we just stay or do what society tells us. We don't want to be alone, so we settle for the wrong person or the wrong job. They're not bad, but maybe they're not right. Doesn't this all come back to self-worth and what you value? Doesn't this come back to what it is you want in your life? Maybe we just need to be honest about what we want and what we're not willing to tolerate. Do you know what that is? Maybe we all need to grow and look at things differently to be able to know what we truly want. Maybe we need to look at what defines us or who we are. You know, what story are you telling yourself over and over again? The path that I am on is a path that is for me. It doesn't have to make sense to everyone else. It must make sense to you. Don't expect everyone to understand why you are on your path. Don't be afraid if your path looks different than someone else's. Make the jump and fall forward. The hardest step in this journey is not the one leaving, it's the one coming back. See, to grow, you have to let go. You have to be open to change. You have to be vulnerable. Going back to where you came from is the scariest step because it means you went backwards. You will always be indebted to that place you grew up. The people in your lives, your mentors, your coaches, your pastors, your friends, your coworkers, your family will always have that special place in your heart. When I return home to visit, the streets are the same and the people, most will still be there. The job, society, status, things, they will all be there. But see, the difference is you will be different. You will have grown. You will have made a mark on this world. You will have a new look at life, and for that, it makes all the goodbyes well worth it. For now, on to the next adventures in growing and traveling, showing resolve and not giving up, inspiring others to grow, and leaving that sustaining legacy by teaching others. Oh, and taking some time to love too. If this is the last thing I would ever say, it would be this. You are loved by many, and you have so much to do in this world. Today is truly the first day of the rest of your life. Be careful of the story you keep telling yourself. So pick yourself up. What are you going to do with today? It's not about what's behind you, but what's in front of you, right? It's what's in front of you that matters. You are strong. You are stronger than you think you are. Take off that rope that's been holding you down. Use this time wisely, so stand up and go out and live this one life that you have. Take your jump and fall forward.